Hey guys, me the memes here, and right now we are playing Cyberpunk, and as you can see, it looks really nice, and I'm gonna tell you why you should keep playing this, even though you don't want to, maybe, like most people don't want to. And although it feels very limited, the open world isn't. It's very detailed, and I think that if they keep working on this for a couple of years, it'll be a direct competitor with GTA, and maybe even better if they continue to support it, and I hope they do, because this was like a $90 game, so I think most people who invested in this game want to see it develop and become something better. And when I come to my first point, the first point is that this is such an open world that there's literally unlimited things you can do. So you can like do missions like gigs. You can buy stuff using the money you get from those gigs.
You say so.
And you can also do things such as the main missions. And I'd say that the main story is not very detailed because there's only a few pathways you can do. But you can do all these small missions, which are pretty fun, and most people find this game pretty fun when it comes to the side missions, including me.
Okay, I'll match you. We good?
All good. Let's go.
And point 2 of why you should keep playing this is that it is so detailed
Fuck around.
that the graphics are amazing even if you don't have the best rig ever. And that's why I think this would be a game changer for the game community with AAA titles. And I'm running like a 3600 with a 1070, so
You had enough, eh?
you can run it fairly well, pretty much ultra, but at the cost of frame rate. But that is for most people, unless you're running like the best rig in the world.
All good. Let's go.
And so that's why I think if you can afford it, or you're willing to get the cracked version of the game, you should definitely play it. And it does take some time, but if you have time to play this, you definitely should. Usually the first fight you do in this game is fairly easy, and you can wager money to get even more money. So this relates to my first point, how this game is so detailed in ways you don't think. And what the hell was that?
You had enough, eh?
Yeah.
I just finished the second mission I had, pretty much the second main mission, which is crazy considering how leveled up I am, and I have fairly good stuff. And so I'm just looking for some nearby missions. As you can see, all these blue and yellow hexagons here are all missions you can do that aren't the main missions. And yeah, there's so many of them that it's really endless, and you can get as much money as you want from them. I'm just going to do some free roam with this car that I picked up. I'm going to show you some main highlights of Night City. But as you can see, it's so built up that they definitely put, I think, more time into the map than the actual gameplay, which is unfortunate, but definitely you can always add to the gameplay, but sometimes the map is hard to add to, and people have been playing it for so long. And this is another popular part of the map, but it's also quite damaging on the FPS. Only about 45, and there are some frame drops, but it's definitely worth it for the graphical fidelity. And yeah, all this relates to point 1 about how descriptive this game is, and how they've added so much detail to it that most people have just overlooked because it's not very well polished, but they're definitely working on that. as they've gotten more than enough feedback to understand what they need to fix. I didn't do anything just then. So I think the con to this game is definitely the bugs, and how that is why some reviews of this game are so damaging, and why the reputation of this game has been damaged because of how rushed it has been. Like, they should have released it like a year later, and then by then all the kinks would have been worked and removed, and this game would be a lot more polished. But they've been under this course of development for about 8 years, which is quite a long time.
Since we're gonna work together, only right to say hello.
As you can see, I'm calling this guy here, and there's a mission over there.
See, no introduction's necessary. I already took care of that.
And the Heights guy.
To be with Biz, I take care of it. I eat, sleep, and breathe, Biz. Remember that.
Aye, aye, Captain.
While we're at it, you need fresh wheels, bikes? I got it all. Real good prices. So hit me up anytime, you hear?
And so, I don't really have two main points for the pros of this game, but in about a year or so that will definitely change, and more people will take on this game, and more people will be able to play it. That's always good for development of this space. And there's just missions everywhere, which is like really good for endlessness and freedom in this game. Even though the story is fairly limited, it allows you to learn the game mechanics, which is good, even though some people may find that story is really useless, even though it allows you to learn the main characters of this game, different weapons you can get, different...
Hey, call me Mr. Hands. If you're looking for Pacifica jobs, call me.
Name's V. What? No, pleased to meet you.
I'm truly honored to meet you. You got any biz? Call me.
Different locations in the game, and just different choices you can make for later on in the game when there's more missions to accomplish and more people to talk to. And although the story and just everything about the gameplay feels really limited, it's a good start for a game that will have so much opportunity that most people have just not really taken on. And like I said before, earlier in the video, this will be a direct contender with GTA in a couple years, and I think it will be good for a lot of people to see a game looking this good, minus the bugs in a couple months of development in time. This game will be fairly flawless, with a better improved storyline and more side missions for the people that are still playing this game and newcomers that want to experience the whole world, Night City. And one more point to add to the first remark I made is that the different storylines you can choose at the start, being corporate, nomad and street kid, allows for different dialogue, as you can see in the main missions when you're interacting with main characters. And that is a good thing, as it allows more people to see how the developers wanted this game to be and how they're working towards a more diverse storyline, which you can't really see just yet, but this is the beginning of a game that will have a lot of potential. And I think the reason why this is so undeveloped is because of the pressure they were put under by everyone to get this game out and to show people how good it would be. and I think they've definitely lived up to it, but they just haven't executed it properly. But if you have spare time, you should definitely play this in conclusion. And so that's it for me today. If you want to learn how to get this game for free, or even more reasons as to why you should buy this, or any other game reviews or product reviews, then comment down below and like and subscribe if that's possible. Thank you. Have a good day.